Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, 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 hey. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, hey, hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sar. Hi, Gregor. Hello. Hello. How we doing? How we doing today? How's life? How's everything? How's the middle of the week? How y'all feeling? I'm not sure if I actually put the oh yeah, the BG is there. That's good, that's good, that's good. I'm pretty good. Says it's already Wednesday. Yeah, it is. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is. It is. It is for some people, right? For some people, it is already Thursday, right? It is. It is. It is. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, guys? I was supposed to stream much earlier today, but I was so sleepy at the time. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm just gonna sleep and move the stream to later. And so I slept all the time. So I stream now as per to like to be able to not get cancelled for the fact that I didn't stream earlier. But I've been wanting to keep the same timing for all the streams. So I think it was only this time when I didn't really stream on the time. Normally I am much better at this. It's just today that I didn't have enough sleep. I needed more eepiness in my life, so I just decided to go to my dreams and come back hours later. anyways. Dreams are good, but a stream is better. How's your week, guys? How's your week? How's your week? How you feeling? It's already what is the month? Is it May? Yeah, it's May. It's already May. For some people it's already hot. For some people it's becoming colder depending on the place where you live. But I have a feeling that the people oh wait, hold on. Yeah. It's for some people it's summer, for some people it's winter, right. I was a little bit confused for a moment if I'm if I'm wrong. But I'm just silly a little bit. I've been recently I've been reading a lot of things. I've been reading insane amount of things. Because I had a big rest from reading anything like manhwa, manga, anything. And I was literally just very kind of how do I call it? Yeah, I went on hiatus to not read any stories, to not read anything, and here am I again. I started reading stuff once again, and it feels like I came back home. I really do enjoy reading fictional stories because they are so attractive. Very attractive. I always enjoyed something fictional, but I haven't had it for a couple of months because I was very busy with other stuff. But this time, it really felt that I needed. It really felt like I need to read. I need to get into this big thing. Am I reading Wahama or just other stuff? Alright. Here you go. So I read everything. I read everything. I didn't start Wahama, but I am on my way to start I'm on my way to start reading it. For sure. But for now, I just started to read comic because it is less heavy, I would say, for my brain. I can read through the pictures, through imagination, right? Because comics are less heavy on your brain. You don't need to think as much since our brain thinks in pictures. Yeah, it's kind of easier to consume the information whatsoever. And I was really missing this time where I would read stuff. So I just missed it, and I decided that I'm gonna read and have fun again. Because I remember I would take some billion titles and read all of them on my computer. Yeah, so I decided to pick different titles. So since my favorite one is a fantasy, I would say, like dark fantasy, dystopian thing, I decided that I'm gonna read something connected to fantasy. It was basically whatever I come across. So I read I don't remember actually the names of the comic, but it's I think it's Japanese actually, because I haven't found anything else, but there were a lot of very similar titles, and I picked the most interesting of them, which is about the mage who was reborn to the world by someone, but the mage is a bit different. Like, the magic system is a bit different. That's why I decided to read it, even though it's a little bit cliche about rebirth and stuff. But I found it interesting because the world building of the magic there is a little bit different. Because normally magic is that you just have a mana, right? Magic force in a sense. while in this title you just kind of learn the skill, and the magic is connected to kind of spirits, but they're not called spirits, they are called world's secrets. Do I have a name perchance? As I said, I don't really remember the name. I need to check it, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name, but it's only like 20 chapters. And it's pretty new, and I'm sure it is based on the novel. So if you want to read, you can read on the novel. Yes, yes. I think it is about like reborn into the mage or something. I'm not sure. Yes, the magic system is nice. That's why I decided to read it, because I do not like too much of the same thing, right? I understand that magic system is kind of same everywhere, but I love it more when they try and make it a little bit different. So I especially love this story with calling magic power kind of world secrets, because it is very interesting, right? To learn some magic, you need to get to the natural, you need to connect to natural force of it. You cannot just learn it, right? If you can't speak to whatever force that is, whatever existence that is, you cannot learn it, which I like a lot, because in some places, like in some titles, you have to just learn some spells and you can become mage, but there you just need to be connected to some specific force through talking to them. You don't really use spells. You only talk to them, right? You ask them to help you. You don't really do the stuff. Hello, what am I doing right now? Hello, we're talking about fictional worlds. Welcome in. Hi. How you doing? Hi. So yeah, we're talking about fictional worlds. So the what I was talking about, hold on. Oh yeah, like the magic system, right? So in this place, you are like, you prefer to you first talk to the spirits. I think there are spirits. I don't think they are anything like specific, any specific gods or stuff. Then I am I'm thinking of yeah, I think there are spirits. I don't think they are a little bit, I don't think they're gods so far in the story. So I'm planning to read more and see how they are doing there and what are the secrets, because it seems that in the title, in the story, there are a lot of secrets, right? A lot of type of magic. So I'm really intrigued to know about more stuff. And if there is, actually didn't check if there is a novel for it, but I would love to see if there is a novel, and if there is, I would love to see if there is a translation to English, so I could read it. Maybe because usually it takes a long time for the titles to get out, because they need to be drawn, etc., etc., and takes a lot of time, right? So since I'm too interested in the story, I would love to find out what's happening before that. So yippee, 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 yippee. I was also planning to find something about probably some fighting world, maybe maybe some sword masters, etc., etc., because I really enjoy sword mastering, and I really enjoy when the characters are trying to reach the level they didn't reach, and or they were told they cannot reach. So I think it's gonna be cool. It is Wednesday. Yay, it is. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Welcome in. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Well, for some it is not Wednesday. For some it's already Thursday. But welcome in. Hi, hi. Welcome in. So I was when I was like getting the a lot of reads, like for example, there is this website I used to read on, the 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚊𝚕𝚢, but they're a little bit scummy, so I stopped reading there, and I'm currently looking for some webcomic thing where I can read stuff. Otherwise it's like really difficult. I want to find something not scummy because my previous website is scam as hell. Wednesday comes for all, it'll come for that person in due time. I honestly, Wednesday for me is kind of a good day, because Wednesday's in like kind of the middle of the week. Sorry, I'm sleepy a little bit. So it's kind of the middle of the week, which is like not bad, right? Because Friday is closed, but at the same time it's really bad because kind of also close to the beginning of the week, which also sucks. I kind of hate when like the new working week starts. Mondays are always difficult. Mondays are extremely difficult. I'm happy I'm not tied to I'm not tied to the time. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Hi, welcoming. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. How are we doing? Hi. So yeah, first time catching me live, you've come across my YouTube shorts and Twitter. Oh, thank you for the calming. Hi, hi. I'm happy to see you here. Hello. Hi. Happy. Actually, about that, when I just started doing shorts and doing stuff on short form content, I was really afraid it won't go well and people will not watch it like at all, because well, when you start out, you kind of feel you kind of have this little fear that you won't do enough or you won't do as good as others. And as soon as I started, it went well in my opinion. Surprisingly, outreach from it is pretty good even for small creators. Exactly, because for example, if we talk about TikTok, if we talk about TikTok, it is a really bad platform, kind of for creators like VTubers and creators like artists, because if you know, there is a VTuber that is a pretty popular one, that got known from her TikToks. She's a cow. Unfortunately, I don't remember her nickname. I think it's 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚡 or something. And TikTok this year and probably the past half of the year as well started to depreciate the VTubers and artist TikToks. So now for many creators, it's more difficult to get to be known. I am pretty lucky because my stuff is not that bad, but for some people they kind of get, because there are people that I know, that my VTuber friends, they say that TikTok is not good like for them at all. So I was kind of skeptical about it at first, but I just decided to post everywhere anyways. Hi everyone, you hope we all have a good day. Yes, we do. Hello. Hi, welcome in. I hope you enjoy. Hi. I hope you have a good day too, actually. Hello. TikTok and YouTube, from what you've heard, are the best too. Instagram is rather flat for outreach though. Yeah, I actually tried Instagram a little bit and it didn't give me anything, even though a lot of creators say it helps them a lot. But I guess Instagram helps those people who are actually already big. I'm not. So I'm just trying to grow myself. So I guess TikTok and YouTube Shorts are the place for me. Oh yeah, 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚡. Yeah, so I started to talk about 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚡. So she's a VTuber that is doing her own stuff, right? And she got very popular thanks to TikTok. So when she started streaming, she suddenly got like a lot of people viewing her, and she was like very surprised about it. And it is actually like shows that Shorts and YouTube Shorts, oh my god, Shorts and TikToks help a lot to creators like me. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I myself have troubles often to get this reach, but I'm actually happy. I'm doing much better than I thought. It takes time to grow. I'm not seeking fast growth. I'm seeking for the growth that is like, I'm looking for quality over quantity. So I'm pretty happy how it goes. So yay! Thank you very much, guys. Hi Hash, welcome in. Hi Hash, how we doing today? Hi Hash, how was your school? Hello. Hey yo, how you doing? Meow meow. Hi. Hello. Actually, I wonder why my YouTube my YouTube chat doesn't work in this chat. I will check it out later, but I'll see what I can do. I don't know why it's not working. I need to check it. I need to fix it up. You're primarily a Twitch viewer, but YouTube Shorts is how you find new VTubers. I personally, actually, I am an Instagram viewer. I don't really look shorts. I don't really watch shorts, which is funny. I don't really watch shorts. I usually use YouTube to watch long form videos rather than shorts. So I use Instagram to watch, and I found YouTube VTubers through my Instagram reels. So it's pretty funny. So I'm user of that. Yeah. As long as I'm enjoying myself with what I'm doing, it's saying I'm doing great. Thank you. I am actually enjoying. Okay, guys, actually there is a story. There is a story that I recently realized. So, you know, it's a little bit philosophical, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not actually, I'm not sure how it is interesting for you to listen to, but I will still talk about it, right? Of course you're interested, so... But before... you hardly watch shorts, mostly Insta Reels, but Twitter and YouTube gives you more VTuber content. I like Twitch for the fact that... Twitter for the fact that it gives me... Like, Twitter... actually, funnily enough, has extremely good algorithm. So if you interact with specific people, it will give you specific content that you want. And it is actually extremely good. I find a lot of VTubers, a lot of cool people through Twitter. And I think Twitter is, like, a lot of people say that TikToks and YouTube Shorts are better for discovery. But in my opinion, if you want to grow like fast on Twitch, YouTube, whatever, like as like live streams, right? The best thing is to use Twitter and use its algorithm, because people will find you through there and come to your streams through there. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. I might not be cool for that because I'm not a professional, but I have a feeling it is the best, because most of the people found me through Twitter so far. But actually, after I started posting a lot of short content, people started to find me through that, and I'm happy. I'm not saying no to that. I'm happy that you like me, guys. I'm happy. I like you guys too, because we're both having fun. But it's just like what I've learned so far. But yeah. So now the story about my thoughts, more of my thoughts. So recently I have been going through a lot of brainstorming, a lot of things that, as a creator, what should I do? A lot of people say YouTube, for example, and just like in general, that you need to have a niche, right? Niche is a scariest thing for a content creator, right? When they start, like, because they have to find a niche, otherwise it's gonna be too chaotic. People will not know what are they watching for, right? And that was a big problem for me for a couple of months, not gonna lie. So I've been brainstorming for like quite a long time. Well, it's not that long actually, compared to some people trying to find their niche for years and years, but I guess I was pretty lucky. Pretty lucky for the people that helped me too. But my realization about niche. So you kind of pick what you want, right? The most. I'm not sure. Like, let's say you have the vibes of creepy horror or whatever that is. For example, you like the games such as horror, Dark Souls like games, or some yeah, let's say a dark and creepy vibe games, because that's my niche, right? Dark and creepy vibes niche is like pretty cool for me, and I realized that that for my personality, I don't need to specify that. I actually do not need to specify that, because people, when they will come to live streams, will see my shorts, whatever that is, they will see how, like, the vibes, right? They will see like what I do, they will see what I prefer, what style I do, etc, etc. And it's pretty kind of pretty straightforward, and I didn't realize it for a long time. I didn't realize it for a very long time. And I realized then that vibes can be a niche too. And I was like, oh my god, I learned something. I learned something. And here I am. Actually, that made things so much easier. I just kept what games I like the most, and from there I just do my stuff. Yeah, I know it's pretty. It's still pretty. I would say, it's not polished well yet, but I will do it better. I promise. But I'm pretty happy where I am right now, because I was thinking that it will take much a longer time for me to learn stuff. And again, I'm very thankful for people that helped me, that taught me stuff to find what I like the most, what I prefer the most, and help me to find a way to understand things. This is very cool. This is very cool. I'm privileged. I am happily saying I'm extremely privileged person with such a great community and such a great people to help me. But yeah, I'm again very happy that you're here, guys. I'm very happy you find me through shorts or TikToks or whatever that is. I actually created much more content these days, so every day you can find more and more content. So yappy. And I was actually wanting to talk about the fictional worlds. Yeah, actually, since I started about like magic and fantasy worlds, I was thinking when I was much younger that the worlds, that the magic is real. I really wanted to become a mage when I was younger. I wanted to become a very strong mage. I was dreaming about becoming someone very strong who can overpower everyone and everything in the world. I was so passionate about it. If you guys have an idea, there was one specific ad of some cookies, I think these are cookies or some snacks, I don't remember. So for children, right? And the ad was showing that after you eat that specific cookie that they show on the TV, after a bite, I will become a mage. So after seeing this ad, what do you guess, chat? What do you guess, chat? Of course, I am becoming obsessed with this food. I'm asking every time to buy me these cookies or snacks, I don't remember, to become the freaking the mage. Oh my god, I would eat tons and tons of these snacks just to become a mage. Guys, I was so sure after I eat enough of these, I will become a good mage. I will become a strong person that doesn't need anyone else in the world. How silly was I? Oh my god. But I didn't become mage, but instead I became a streamer. Let's go. Lol, you would love to become a mage and not need anyone else. Yeah, true. Becoming mage actually extremely helpful, because if you can do some magic, ooh, then you don't ever need to work. So imagine you can create yourself a money that look like exactly any other currency in the world. You can become rich. You can fly. I don't know, you can teleport. You can use pyromancy. You can use what? You can use anything. Isn't that extremely cool? I think it is extremely cool. And since childhood, I was very attached to magic. I was very attached to being able to talk to animals as well, by the way, as a skill, because I'm a big animal lover. And in fictional worlds, especially when I would watch some, I'm not sure what to say, but like some very cool cartoons, I like, I don't know, any cartoon, right? I would see people talking to animals, and I would be, I want to talk to them too. I want to talk to them too. And this is another skill that made me very obsessed, by the way. I really do enjoy that. As long as I have those two skills, I don't really care for other stuff. Because I remember, for example, the fictional worlds, I was imagining myself, because I'm really attached to fantasy, right? I'm extremely attached for the fantasy. And anytime I create my own world in my brain, my race is not really human either, right? Because normally you would think about, oh, I want to be a human, or I don't know, and become a cool mage or whatever. But for me, I really do want either to become a demon. Very, very funny change, right? I would rather become a demon, or I become an elf, or I become someone else but not a human. I don't really want to become anyone like goblin or anything monstrous that doesn't really think and just kills. I would rather become a dragon, some kind of a half spirit or a spirit or something like that. I don't really want to become human in the fantasy. That's why I'm really emotionally attached to the fantasy, because there's so many races, right? So many races, so many interesting things that don't exist here. Sobbing. Crying. What is that? What is that? Why don't we have it here? You know, even when I grew a little bit older, I was thinking that that people are actually hiding magic, hiding other races from humans' eyes, so we don't think they exist, but they actually exist, and they just hide. And yeah, and it's so cool, you know. And I was also even thinking, what if I am one of those races, but I don't know about it? Because I watched too much of I watched too much of the I watched too much of the freaking cartoons and other stories. I read too much of things which are not specifically great for for my child brain. But yeah, I did have a phase where I would be very obsessed with becoming someone else, someone different. You geek about dragon riding, taming. You love demons and elves, yes, yes. Yeah, it's a very cool race, in my opinion. It is an extremely cool race. I also know there is a kind of race called Dragonborn, I think, or something like that. And it is very cool race, I think, because they have those very thick skin, right? I don't remember where I read this. Probably it was some kind of D&D, but I really liked their appearance because they looked kind of like demons, but not demons exactly, right? So it was very cool for me to read. I also read a manga, I think. And one of the creations, one of the creatures there. So the person was reborn to a goblin, actually, and through a goblin they became like half god or something. I'm sure you read it, Zara, actually. I don't remember how it's called, but the guy was goblin first, and then the guy became very strong person. I think, yeah, he became kind of half a god or something. Yeah. Have I ever watched the Chronicles? What? Chronicles? Reborn or something? Yeah, probably. It was actually called just Reborn. Probably. And it's kind of it's kind of funny because it is not like a very long or very cool name. You didn't like that anime much, though? Too many wives? Actually, yeah, it was a little bit weird to see how many wives this guy has, and also I watched to the point where he had babies with them, and there are like several babies, many babies. I think there were what, like 3 babies or so. Kind of funny, by the way. Kind of funny. I don't specifically like harem, but to watch that was kind of funny. Not gonna lie, it wasn't that bad. It was weird, but it was funny. I didn't finish read it. Neither I continued to look into that, but I very like Reborn into a Slime. Reborn into the Slime is actually very good title. I like it a lot. Like, he had a whole ass harem when out in the world to get more wives. Never finished it, but the start was fun. It was. They're Born into the Slime, I think, is one of my favorite creations. One of my favorite, I would say, fantasy stories. They're very cool. I really do enjoy the fact that this story is actually not romance specified, and the slime is genderless. Even though they say, oh right, the guy that was reborn into the slime was a male Japanese dude, but even though he was a dude, Japanese dude, he doesn't really go around with girls, etc, etc. It does show sometimes that he looks at girls and be like, oh, so hot, so cool, but we don't really see that he goes around and be like, you know, being with others, getting harem or whatever. It's focused on intrigues, it focused on battles, it focused on friendship, it focuses on the world building rather than just harem, some unholy stuff, you know. I really like it. Have I ever watched Overlord? Yes, I did. Oh my god, this thing is so goated. I really like the guy. I really like the main character. I really like Overlord. And even though there is a manga, and I think there is even novel, I think anime is very good. I really like it. It's extremely cool. I really like the fact that Overlord does not have this thing where he's good, heroic, very nice, and being good, I don't know. He just does everything for his own good, and I love it. I love it a lot. One of the best anime that deals really well with intelligence. I agree. I also like the fact that the main character is not a human either, which is great in my opinion. I don't know. To me, when you have a fantasy, something like fantasy, especially if you're reborn, to me, I am a little bit bored when the main character is reborn to some human again. To me, it's much cooler when you're reborn to another race, right? Another race is much cooler. It's much more interesting than just having some human legs, some human head again. I would rather be reborn even to, I don't know, a goblin than just be human, you know? I think it's boring. I don't want personally to be reborn to the goblin, but when you create a story, I prefer when the person becomes someone else, right? Not just human again. Too boring for me. I like it more, I would say, more fantasy. So, for example, as I said, Overlord, Reborn into Slime, those creations are really good because, first of all, they created characters that are not human. first of all. Second of all, they don't live exactly as humans anymore either. So even though they acknowledge the fact that they were born humans in another world, but since they were reborn into this world, they have like their new positions, they have their new lives, right? They don't exactly throw everything away and just be nice with humans and try to befriend humans. I mean, if they suck and if they try to hit their family, even though they're monsters or whatever they are, then they get like nuked or whatever, which is, I also find it cool because I hate when stories are like, you know, when you become a monster, or you become, I don't know, some, not even exactly a monster, but like a demon, a negative thing in the world, right? You just throw everything to be like a human again, and just be human and befriend humans. I mean, it's kind of naive in my opinion. It's kind of like too silly to create the story like that. In my opinion, if you're reborn like as a demon, or as like anything else that are not positively seen by others, in my opinion, it's best if you just focus on what you are now, what you have right now, rather than just trying to throw everything away and try to live extremely dangerous life, trying to run after something that you don't even need anymore, you know? Which is kind of like funny and a little silly to me to create. I would rather watch something else, you know? True, but you feel like that would tie into like dysmorphia? Yeah, true. Actually, true. Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense. I just, in my logic, because it is still kind of, I would say, a fictional world that is a thought of like someone creates, right? So I understand the shock of you becoming, let's say, a goblin, right? I understand this shock of becoming a goblin and having like dysmorphia, etc. But imagine you trying to throw everything to become human again or something. I understand, like, if you want to become a human, like, I would understand if the story is based on that there is actually a way to become human, and you try to become human, right? It'll be cool. But when, let's say, you become something, and there's no way you become human, and there's like, and you become like demon, for example, whatever. To me, for you to try and befriend humans, even like, I understand the first being like very shocked, going like very insane. It's very realistic to me, but first of all, it's a fantasy world. It's kind of like, I would say, a little too dangerous for main characters just to go to run to humans to die, you know? Because if you're a demon, like, and humans dislike you, and they have like a goddess that can kill you, like, why would you run to them and get killed, right? This is kind of my logic, right? But I might be wrong. It's just like my logic when you have like the worlds, right? I'd be trapped in a body that doesn't belong to me, and having people's opinion of me being just as bad as my own. Yeah, understood. It's understandable. But again, usually those fantasy stories are mostly created for adventures. This is like, I'm talking from as a perspective of I would say kind of living with the goal, right? Because stories are normally not written about you having dysmorphia, right? I would say. I understand if they would have it at first, but I would say I'm more having this. I would say I'm. How do I even say that properly? I'm kind of focused on the end goal rather than I would say them trying to become a human again. except if it's the main goal. I think I've actually watched the thing, the title that was actually the goal of becoming human, I think, but I don't remember. I don't even remember the name title. It's been a long time ago. I think it was anime where you try to become human. I think it was about I think it was about an evolution or something. I think it wasn't exactly human, but looking like human. So I forgot the name, but I believe it was also a rebirth, right? Reborn into some kind of, I don't even remember. Was it a rather a lizard or something? But basically something very small. But there was an evolution. There was a possibility of evolution to a human. And they tried their best to become not exactly human, I think, but still looking like a human. And by the end, once they became human, it was with the help of the goddess or something. They became an apostle, and yeah, I think that's how they gained the human body, but they were not exactly human still. I don't think there are actually stories that where the final goal is like actually become a human, but they just in the end become someone like half god or something else. You think a fictional story that plays it out really well is Detroit Become Human? I haven't actually played it. I think I watched it a little bit. So I'm not sure about like what's the end game, but I know I remember when it was very popular, there were a lot of fan arts of there was this guy, human guy from the police, I think, and there was another guy, and they would ship them together. That's what I That's what I remember. That's what I remember, but I haven't played it. I haven't watched it, so I don't know what's the end of the game. So in Detroit Become Human, none of the characters actually become human, but with the level of free will and sentience that it discusses, it reshapes what it is to be human. Actually, this is a very cool concept. This is actually a very good concept, right? Here I am going with philosophical stuff. Chat. We can also, since it was like Detroit Become Human with androids, right? So imagine that robot android acts much more human-like than you. You're being very harsh, you're being very aggressive, you kill others, you do some bad stuff to others. This is unhuman, most scene, right? It's unhuman. And imagine, because I know that Detroit Become Human is mostly about androids that are actually nice and trying to become good. I'm not sure like what the truth is in the game, because I haven't played it again. I'm not knowledgeable, but as far as I know, that Detroit Become Human, the many androids are acting actually more human-like than humans themselves, which is funny, right? Here comes the question, and like, I'm actually not sure how to pronounce your name. Sorry, I forgot to say or to ask even. Is it the Faizola or is it Fazola? Faizola? Or is it Zola? Or how do I read it? I'm so sorry. I am really bad at pronunciation. I'm so bad. I'm really bad. Sorry. But I'll try my best to read it well. So is it Faisal, right? The first one is correct. Oh my god, I'm saying nickname right. But yeah, so nice. I'm happy. Okay, nice to meet you. A bit late, but hi, I'm Miko. I'm such a great streamer. Yeah, I'm such a great streamer. To be honest, you used to it being said different ways, and you don't really mind it. Okay, all right. You know, I am kind of perfectionist. I really do enjoy doing stuff right, saying stuff right. So when it comes to, for example, my accent, I hate my accent. I hate my accent. I cannot. I hate it. I hate it everywhere, you know. So I am hating when I'm not pronouncing stuff right. That's why I try my best to at least read properly, you know. Then I have to lurk a bit. Sorry, you'll be back after you grab dinner. Of course, and you don't have to say sorry, not at all. Please, have a good dinner. Stay safe as well, and I hope you have a yum dinner. Also, a Violet Evergarden kinda is about becoming human in game. I remember watching Violet Evergarden, its first season, I believe. I watched it. And I liked it. I think I haven't finished it, but I read some spoilers about it. And I heard it is a little bit controversial, I think, with the movie, because it was said that Violet Evergarden, she is like 16, right? And she's in love with a person who is like already 30 plus, I believe, which is controversial in the sense that she's a minor and the guy is already an adult, which kind of made people not sure how to feel about it. I know at the time it was okay because this setting is based on, I believe, Second World War, right? They kind of made it time of that time, right? While the actual time when it was made is nowadays. So I'm a little bit concerned as well about that age gap. So I kind of just dropped watching it because of that. I was a bit uncomfortable watching some love story between a minor and an adult. I'm not sure how to feel about it. And I just like, I know that it's wrong. I know it's a fictional story, but it feels wrong, so I just dropped it. I decided not to watch it. I know that a lot of people love it. And the story, when I was watching it, the story itself was very complicated. So I I can understand where the love comes from, etc., etc. But the creators of the anime, of the story, went through a very thin ice, in my opinion, because again, this idea of creating a minor and the older guy is a bit yeah, it's controversial. So I mean yeah. Anyways, there are also other good love stories that are... I personally do not really get attached to love stories. In my opinion, love stories are not that cool, I would say. They're pretty boring for me. I'm not the romancer. I'm not romance guy. I really do enjoy watching, like, I enjoy watching mostly an action or something like that. I like romance when the main thing is not a romance but an action, right? There is an anime that I actually like. I forgot the name. But it was about, I think, Darling. Oh, it's called Darling in the Franks, I think. Darling in the Franks, I think. I think it was it Darling. Yeah, right. I was correct. Okay, good. I'm not as bad. I'm not as bad. Yeah, so Darling in the Franks. It's like actually very good one, because the main point is the life after apocalypse, the life with mechas, the life of children, etc., etc. How humans that, like, there are two types of humans, right? Humans that live forever and humans that get old and can get into the Franks. And it's very cool, right? And then there's like couple of couples. So I find it very cool, right? So the main point of the story is how the humanity improves, how humanity lives during apocalypse time, and there's also side love stories. Like, I don't call them side. It's still main, right? But it's not the main. Like, even though romance is a very big part of it, kind of way, because called Darling, right, in the Franks. But Darling, in my opinion, first of all, in the beginning, is not because it is a love. It's just because they had connection and not exactly love connection. They had a love connection only in the end, in my opinion. So it's not I don't think it's a love story. So yeah, it's good. It made you love the word darling. Yeah, actually, yeah, darling there is like used very well, in my opinion. I agree with you. I agree with you. So there, I think if you haven't watched it, guys, please watch it. It's actually very cool. I know that a lot of people didn't dislike mechas, but mecha as a type of genre is one of my favorites because it's mecha, right? And I also what else had a good story and a side love story? I need to think a little bit about it. There is actually good. There are some good stuff. It doesn't really come to my mind because normally I watch things that do not have anything like actual love stories, I would say. Oh, I found it. If you, it's not kind of mecha, but it's also apocalypse. So, if you know 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚄𝚘, so 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚗 is very cool in my opinion. It's one of my favorite titles. It's one of my favorite anime actually. I don't know why it didn't come to my mind instantly, but it is actually a very cool one. It's not that popular. I don't know why, because to me it's extremely good. I don't know why it's not popular here, but it was very popular in Japan. So, but here I don't know why. You've never heard of 𝚎𝚘𝚘𝚗? Oh my god! I think knowing your, oh sorry, Sir Gregel. Knowing your tastes, I think you will love it. I think you will love it. Because it is very good one. It's like the main thing is not a love story, but the love story is also good. Though you might not like the ending though. You might not like the ending. But even though, I still do strongly recommend to watch it. I really do. Because I have extremely strong emotional attachment to that fictional world. Because when I was much younger, I watched it and I fell in love with the world building too. And the skills that they had, I tried to kind of think of my own side story world with that. So honestly, I was very obsessed. I'm still kind of obsessed. Actually, talking about this title, I really want to rewatch it now. I really want to rewatch it. I want to rewatch it a lot. Oh my god. So hopefully we will be able to get it. Hold on, I'll drink my Actimel real quick because Actimel is the best. Actually, today I posted a short about Actimel, which is kind of funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I posted short about Actimel. Actually, not... Yeah, today or yesterday, whatever. Someday I posted a short about Actimel. And it was... and some people liked it, actually. Actimel is extremely good, guys. Actimel is great, chat. You should drink Actimel. Yeah, I think I posted it today. Oh my god, I actually forgot. Hold on. Let me check. Did I post it? Did I post it today? Did I post it today? Hold on. Never mind. It's not about Actimel. You will see this short about Actimel tomorrow, actually. I scheduled it for tomorrow. I scheduled stuff for the week already, so you guys won't run out of the of the scheduled stuff. You will see, because I already scheduled things worth 1 week, and there is even more stuff coming, so even more scheduled stuff is coming. Oh, and also I scheduled, I think it's in 3 days that I'm gonna stream horror game. Maybe, and we're gonna play No, I'm Not a Human, which is actually having very good responses on Steam. And I really want to play it because it kind of reminds me of retro. It's really good vibe that I like, because I like retro. I like Y2K. I like dark things. I like liminal. I like all of that kind of stuff. So this shit gonna go good. I think it's gonna be really, really cool to play. I've seen it for a while. It is a very cool game in my opinion. From what I've seen, I've tried not to look into it too much to not get spoiled, right? I don't mind spoilers, but since this game is not long, I don't want to spoil everything. We're gonna play it for about, like, what? For about 2 hours. So, yappy. Hello, by the way. Hello. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Hi. Hello. Oh. I like when people get surprised. I like when people get surprised. I don't care how you call me, a woman, man, I don't care. I'm everything, alright? I'm everything. I'm everything. Whatever you want to call me, I'm everything. But to be real, there are people that actually have like a higher voice than they are, guys. So be careful. What if you get trapped into men when they have a high voice? There are a lot of them, actually. But honestly, I don't care. I don't care how you call me. I don't care. Yeah. Salvi. What was I talking about? I got distracted. I forgot what I was talking about. Hold on. Oh, I was talking about the game we're gonna play. Right. So I said that I don't. Hold on. I'm cooking. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Hold on. Oh yeah, I said even though I don't mind spoilers, I kind of don't want them because the game is not long. I looked up, it was like about maximum 2.5 hours. I saw that assumption is about 1 hour to 2.5 hours. So this game is pretty short, and I don't want to get spoiled. I just want to play it without knowing much. I just know that you kind of need to check people, if they're human or not. I don't know the background, but I know that there are specific ways of guessing it, doing it, etc, that the game itself gonna teach us when we open it. So yeah. Since I love the vibes that this game has, I hope you guys enjoy it too, because I plan to finish it. And since it's short one, yeah, I think we can finish it. I think we can finish it. We can finish it. I will try not to be silly. I will try not to be not to be bad with the walkthrough. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun time, especially since it's a creepy and dark vibe. There are also other games that I plan to play. As I said before, I want to have at least one game that has what? Hold on. Yeah, I want to play at least one game per week to just kind of have this like chill time for playing some horror, playing some dark vibe, playing some stuff. Planning to play Subnautica 2? No, I don't. Yeah, I do plan to play it, but I don't plan to play it on stream. I plan to play it outside of the stream. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that on stream. It's not my niche, I would say. I would enjoy it with friends outside the stream, but for the stream I'm gonna pick up some horror, dark, creepy stuff. I also like TP games. I'm not sure how to call them properly, but I think I am wanting to get like this game. I don't remember actually the name of it, but it is about finding what's not the same with the room. So it's a horror game where you have to go around the house again and again and check what was different. So, oh yeah, I remember this. It's an anomaly game, I think, where there are pretty much a lot of lots of horror stuff, and it's also known to be random. So this game has the code, I guess, which always shows you different monsters, shows you different scary stuff, which means you will never have the same thing again, which I find it cool because it has difficulty level as well, and they also have how scary that is, and if the monster can kill you or not. So I want to play it too. Any plans to play DBD? Yeah, I think I'm gonna play DBD, but probably I'll play it as a thing for the collab. I don't think I want to play DBD as like alone. I'll probably ask to play with me someone else, my mods or my friends, or someone, yeah, someone who is enjoying the game as much as I enjoy it. So yeah. Hi Hash, welcome back. Hash, how you doing? Hi. Hi. How we doing? How are we feeling? Hosh is ready to dive tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. I believe in you. Yappy. You play a little DBD. That's why you ask wanna play it again, but alone is kind of boring. Yeah, alone is boring, so I'll probably ask you to play with me at some point, but not now. I'm not really wanting to play DBD, but I'm gonna play it maybe soonish. You hugged the Leviathan? I just remember how the aliens called. Isn't it Leviathan? The aliens that are scary? Aren't these Leviathans? I think they are, right? They're those like big creatures. I think they are, right? They are. Because I think we saw couple in Subnautica 1. I don't remember. Again, I need to replay it. I totally forgot everything this game has, except for the ending, I think. I don't even remember ending correctly. I think it's extremely important for me now to replay first one and come to the second one. Though I don't remember how long does Subnautica 1 take. Does it take long or does it take not that long? It probably takes a little bit, right? A few hours for sure. But I don't think the story itself is very long though. It will take a while. Hold on, how long does it take normally? Hold on. How long is Subnautica 1? A standard playthrough of Subnautica takes approximately 30 to 40 hours. What the fuck? What the f... Okay. It takes 30 to 40 hours. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting, my guys. Very interesting, my guys. Very interesting. I was not expecting to check in the Google for Subnautica 1 and find that it says to finish it 30 to 40 hours, and then it says in the Steam community discussions and date from how long to beat, players who extensively explore and build multiple bases can easily spend over 50 to 70 hours. Oh my god. Chad, that's insane. 24-hour stream. Mika cannot streams. Let's go. I'm not gonna stream Subnautica. I'm not gonna stream Subnautica. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stream Subnautica. Mm-mm. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I stream other stuff. I stream other stuff. You wanna watch? You can watch in the Discord channel where I stream to the community. I can play there, but I'm not gonna play on stream. I'll think about playing it on stream, but I need to see if this game is actually what is good, but yeah. I'm so happy. Should I just stream only for you guys and you pay me billions so I can play forever? I think it's a good choice. Yo, let's go, Hash. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so here's the deal. If I play this game on stream, you're gonna backseat me if I stuck. I will ask questions for backseating because I sometimes am very silly with such games. Gotta make billions first, right? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you will. Make billions and give it to me. I'll be very happy. I'll be extremely happy, thank you. Never played, so that's for Hash. But you're so bad at it too. But you played first, no? Haven't you played the first one, Subnautica? Though? I thought you finished. So you have those billion of hours there. Don't tell me you don't. I think of actually getting some kind of list. Actually, guys, if you want me to play specific games, I would actually suggest you to watch. For example, if you want specific games to be played on stream, I can actually create on Discord. I can create the channel where it says suggestions, and you can suggest your games that you want me to play on stream, and I look at them and tell if I actually want to or not. I think it's gonna be a good thing to do, because obviously maybe you can find extremely cool and interesting game that could be cool to play. Because I always have like this problem in finding interesting cool games, specifically when I search for something like, let's say we have in the, I don't know, let's say I look up in the horror games, right? And there are tons and tons of horror games, and I cannot just say generic thing like interesting horror game search, right? Because it will give me like some basic stuff that everyone plays, but there are also these gems that no one knows about, right? Indie games, for example. Maybe not indie games, but old games that they didn't get traction as much as new games. So what if you guys find it? What if you guys know about them? I think it's gonna be great to look for them if you suggest, and find and play. So why not? Why not? Why not? That was like 2 years ago. You know, Hash, you at least played 2 years ago. I watched this thing from Let's Player probably at least 5 years ago. No, even more. It was out at 2018, right? So I watched it even longer ago. I watched it when it first came out. At least you played 2 hours ago. Oh my god, 2 years ago. I played years and years ago. I didn't play even. I watched it years and years ago. Because I don't have it in my Steam, right? I don't. So you teach me, ma sensei. You teach me, you teach me, you teach me. This on discount is my best chance to get it. Hold on, let me check actually. Star. Nautica. Where is that? So there is no. Wait, what? What do you mean there is none? It doesn't let me search. Hold on. Oh, I wrote it wrong. Oh my god, my dyslexia. What the hell? That's why I couldn't find it. Oh! I can guess Nautica only. It's -75. It's -75%, and both of the games. What the hell? What is this? What is this? What is this? I can buy shit -75%. Are you serious? Whoa. Hold on, how much is second? Oh, second is if I get below 0 Subnautica and Subnautica 2, -50% is $45. Oh, -50%. All right. I'm considering now. I'm considering getting it now. Well, not right now, but I'm considering getting it. Subnautica 2 is still full price though. It's understandable because it needs to be full priced in my opinion. Okay, I'm not sure if it is actually a hot take, but in my opinion, that any new games should be full price. Any new game, because I understand when people put a price off on discount to get more purchases, but in my opinion, you should keep the worth of the worth. You shouldn't get it, give it the discounts unless it's comes after some time, right? Because in my opinion, you worked on it, right? You created it. It's worth $30, let's say, right? Then it's worth $30. Don't put it a little lower. It's so sad when people put it lower. I'm really sad when people put it lower. I usually prefer to buy full price, but since I'm a bit in a tight spot right now, I just try not to spend as much as I used to. I'm able to buy it, but I just don't want to spend a lot, you know? This is my problem. I try to save as much as I can, so I don't have to have those problems with money later. Below 0 kinda mid compared to Subnautica 1 in your opinion? Oh, actually, what's the difference below 0 and 1? I don't know what's the difference. Can you tell me? Oh, it's a DLC? What is in DLC? Can you tell me? What's in DLC? Because if a DLC is not as, like, good, then, like, I mean, if the DLC is not what I expect it to be, then I'm not gonna get it. Below 0 is DLC and it involves a lot of stuff above water. Alright, if DLC is played, does it, like, okay, I'll ask a different way. So, if I get DLC, do I get important story stuff? Or I don't? Because you played it, you know, right? Tell me, because I don't remember myself. Because if it is actually like something like important and cool stuff about story, I'm getting it and I'm playing it, even though it is above water. Because in my opinion, it, like, DLC, like, most of DLCs are good actually, but they're connected. Yes, okay, I'm getting below 0 too. Then I'm not getting just chapters, and graphics are so much better. Okay, all right, then I'm gonna get it. I'm happy that, because I remember when I was finishing watching Subnautica first one, and the game ended and they said, okay, see you soon, like, we're gonna create more. And then there was a lot of discussions about when is the game gonna be out, and people were so confused because no one gave any information. And after years and years, it was not confirmed, because people were thinking that this is actually, like, not gonna happen. They're not gonna make Subnautica 2. They thought, okay, I guess they're not gonna do it. And after lots of years, they actually did it, guys. They actually did it. Heavy! I think it's actually cool. Your anxiety while watching below 0 playthrough. I remember, actually, the game is not really horror, but I remember when I was looking, like, horror game, oh, actually, today I was looking for horror games to play, right? And I was looking, like, what horror games you should play, like, for sure. And then it told me Subnautica, to play Subnautica. I was like, how come is this a fucking horror game? Oh my god. Because I remember watching it, right? I didn't play, but I watched it, and it wasn't a horror game. Why did they put Subnautica as a horror game? Like, I literally went to the website, and it told me it is a freaking horror game. I don't understand. I do not understand why. Why would you call it a horror game? I understand if it's psychological, heavy in a sense, but I don't get it, like, why they call it a scary game. Below 0 is a way less scarier, and some stuff are clunky, a and then pickles. Oh yeah, I remember pickles. It is actually very cool to have pickles. My my toxic trait in the games is that I hate walking long distances. So when they integrate in the game some long travel, and long travel, I mean longer than 1 minute, it becomes my toxic trait to hate it, because I hate it and I become annoyed. I hate I hate walking in the game. The same as goes IRL. I hate walking. Why should I walk? Just let me sit in the vehicle. Same like it is actually different when I'm in the vehicle, or when I'm using specific skill to move, but just walk for me, I hate it. It's psychological horror for me. I hate walking. I just hate walking. I hate walking. The Cyclops in Subnautica 1 was so cool. Alright, I don't remember what are Cyclops. I need to play. I need to play. So yeah, whenever the game has walking and has no vehicles, has no skills to use to walk cooler or whatever, then I'm becoming annoyed and sad and hating the game, etc, etc. I hate walking, guys. Walking is not for me. Walking is not for me, chat. Nuh-uh. If you like, I hate walking IRL, and if you make me walk in the freaking game, even I'm gonna explode, chat. I'm just gonna explode, like, and you will never ever see me again. But yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna play Subnautica first before second. Yeah. I am. And since you want it so bad, I might play it on stream. I'm gonna play it on stream since you want it so bad. I don't know how to I will see when I play it, because I need to try first. I think it's gonna take a while for me to actually start, because I didn't tell you, chat, but I'm moving this month. So there's some IRL movings going on, so I have to change some places, and I won't be able to stream for long, etc, etc. So so yeah, it'll take a while before anything. So I'll first focus on playing some short games, or the games that are not Subnautica, and then I will probably start playing Subnautica in June or something. Also, I am, because I'm very cool person, right? I have managers. So I'm gonna talk to them about my debut. I'm gonna discuss with them my debut and when is the best time for debuting, because I have almost everything prepared. I just want it to be like to be a good time to debut, you know, because obviously I know I need to grow first, but I also don't want to wait too long for the debut, you know. I don't want to end up debuting in like next year. I want to debut this year. And I don't want myself to have this, you know, waiting, and then just waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't like this idea, to be honest. I don't like it at all. So I'd rather just you know, I'd rather debut sooner than later. So before then, we're just gonna talk and plan, and I'll let you know, guys, when it's the time for me to debut. I'll try my best to debut on to debut well, without too much scoff, without too much silliness. I'll try my best. Even though it's difficult to get a lot of attention now. I hope my debut stream is not gonna be very invisible. I hope it's gonna be what I want it to be. I don't expect like huge amount of people coming. I don't expect billions of people coming, but I still want some attention, you know, because I worked on my debut for more than a year now, and I really want it to be a good community day, as well as my day. Because I really, when I started preparing for debut, I really didn't want to rush it. I didn't really want to rush it at all, because I wanted to build my community first. I wanted to get attention first. I wanted to get more experience first, rather than just finish the model and go with the model. You know, it's it was planned way ahead. So I don't really have the date, but I hope to debut probably in October or something, maybe. If I can, I debut before, but we will see. Hopefully not too late. Hopefully as soon as possible, but we will see. And today was also, as I said, the stream is not like usual. I usually stream a different time, so today was exceptional, because instead of streaming earlier, I was sleeping. So I'm kind of just moved it to now, and yeah, I think I'm actually gonna just go rest now. So thank you guys so very much for coming. I appreciate a lot the fact that you spent time with me. I appreciate it a lot. So thank you very much, and bye bye. See you soon. See you in a few hours, actually. Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.